What's up guys, welcome back to my channel. This is going to be my last video of the year and it's going to be my first ever top 10 countdown statue of the year that came into my collection. I really don't want to do the ranking, but I see a lot of people want to see what I think of each statues, so I'm going to try to do it even though it's really hard. So let's start off with the honorable mention. I got about 30 to 40 statues that came in this year and it's really hard to rank them, and a lot of great ones did not make it on the list because there are others that top it. So the honorable mention for Prime 1 Studio is the Megatron, Nier Automata, and Harley Quinn Arkham City. These pieces are really great, but they're just not good enough among the top 10 that I got. And then moving on to XM Studios, we got Swamp Thing and Red Hood Samurai. Red Hood Samurai is actually one of my favorite samurai line and one of my favorite characters as far as DC goes, but these smaller 1/4 scale can't really compare to the 1/3 or the bigger 1/4. So that's too bad. And then Quinn Studios, we got a Tom Holland life-size bust, Batman Who Laughs on Throne, and the life-size Mark 7. These are the honorable mention as well. Okay, so with further ado, let's get into the top 10 list. Starting with number 10, that's gonna go with Prime 1 Studios Batman Detective 1000 by Jason Farbach. And I did not do a review of it, I did a live unboxing. I love that piece. It is a lot better than the Batcave that I got, so that piece is on the top 10. Now let's move on to number 9. This is the J&D Harley Quinn. Now this piece is really amazing in hand. I think it is the best Harley Quinn statue out there as well, but just being the size of it, that's why it is at number 9. Now let's move on to number 8. It is LBS Magneto. And this piece, I believe it is probably the best Magneto in the market right now. The size of it, the power around it, like the pose, there's so many switch outs with so many details, and XM Studio does really a good job with the LBS. Moving on to number 7, it is Prime 1 Studios Batman vs. Joker Dragon. Now this diorama, we've been waiting for over 2.5 years for it, and it does not disappoint, man. The color, the details, the scope, everything just on point, and I really love that piece. Moving on to number 6, it is XM Studios Batman White Knight on bike. Now this is a 1/4 scale and it is huge. The Batman, there's so many statues of Batman out there, and this one is one of the top, seriously. Moving on to number 5, we got Quinn Studios Thanos life-size bust. This guy has been my centerpiece in the gallery ever since I opened it, and it still is to this day, man. The presence of it, the look, how they sculpted the face, the gauntlet that lights up, just sheer presence, man. That's why it's at number 5. Moving on to number 4, it is Prime 1 Studio Justice Buster right behind me here. It's a really amazing piece. The way that they engineer Batman to be on the same base as the Buster, that's really cool. And something that I don't like about it, like the light up, that is not bright enough, but other than that, I think it is awesome. Moving on to number 3, it is Quinn Studios Hulkbuster. Now this is a 1/4 scale as well, and it is way overscaled. Took 4 of us to put it together, and he is going to be staying here for a long time with the sheer size, the detail, the battle damage, the light up feature that I really like. Okay, so that's why he is at number 3. Now to number 2, it is XM Studios War Tank. Man, a lot of people don't think this is going to be on the top 5, but to me, I think they just nailed it. The engineering, the concept, And the fact that I have the display with the Hulkbuster, it just goes together really well. And War Machine himself with all those guns behind him, man, just awesome. Nothing can go wrong with that. To my number one statue of the year is Prime One Studios Jetwing. Man, all right, I'm a DC and Marvel collector, so you guys gonna think it's funny that the Transformer made it to the top of my list. but yeah, it kind of surprises me too. I'm not really a Transformer fan, but man, I gotta give it to Prime One, man, and their Transformer line. I mean, this is going to be staying with me for a while, him and Megatron as well, even though he didn't make the list. But Jetwing, it's just awesome. You know, like the pose, the presence, the color, everything, it's just really awesome, man. So that is my number one on the list. And as you may know, none of the Prime One Studios Dark Knight's Metal line made it on any kind of list. That's heartbreaking for me because it is one of my favorite line to collect right now. But you know, they just aren't good enough to be on the top 10 or the honorable mention. That sucks. All right, man, that's it for my top 10 list of 2022. But you guys let me know what you think. You agree with me or not? Or you think some other statues should have been on the list? Let me know, man. I mean, it's really hard to rank these statues because they are all great. And next year, there are gonna be so many more great stuff coming in as well. But you guys have a great New Year's and be safe out there, bro. I'll see you guys on 2023. Peace.